Welcome back to Game and Grow, where real talk meets real change. You already know what time it is. All right, I got a question tonight, y'all. What if the version of you everybody celebrate is actually a survival character you created? Survival. Think about it. How many people walking around right now performing a personality they just built off a survival life? The funny friend, the tough guy, the always strong woman, the provider, the people pleaser, the I don't care person. What if none of that is the real you? Because be sure to tune in at Game and Growth Podcast, the hottest podcast on this earth, 2026. If you haven't tuned in, you're missing out on so much, okay? Tune in to podcast Game and Growth. Well, I'm your host. You already know what time it is. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see y'all there. Don't meet me there. Beat me there. Because life will shape you into some type of armor you never even thought of. And after enough years, you stop knowing where the armor ends and where it begins. That's why some people, they feel empty even when people love them. Because deep down, they're constantly thinking to themselves, if I stop being useful, if I stop being funny, if I stop being strong, will they still care about me? Whew. That hits a little deep when you think about it. And men especially struggle with this. A lot of men only praise for what they can provide, not who they really are. As soon as a man can provide, watch how fast society treats him invisible. That's why many men, they take their silent breakdowns and because they don't feel human anymore. Sometimes they don't feel functional, like a machine, but with bills. And women go through it too. Don't click off so fast, y'all. Some women spend too much time being nurturing, understanding, accommodating, beautiful for everybody else except themselves. And they forget what it feels and what it's actually like to be them. And social media really don't help. Not everybody out here curated some type of identity, internet personality, captions, aesthetics, personal brands. Whole time, some people don't even recognize themselves inside. And they're just suffering in silence. But what's the scariest out of all of this? Some people haven't been alone with themselves in years. That's why distractions are everywhere. Music, scrolling, relationships, drama, work. Anything to avoid sitting down with yourself. Because eventually silence asks questions entertainment can't answer. And another thing, people like to say, be yourself. But what if nobody talks about how hard that actually is? Especially when being yourself got you rejected so many times before. Some people, they became colder because kindness really got abused. Some people became quiet because vulnerability got laughed at. Some people, they became aggressive because softness wasn't safe where they grew up. So now imagine trying to heal while still surviving the same environment that damaged you. That's like trying to dry off while you constantly standing in the rain. And low key, a lot of adults are just as emotionally exhausted, just like children with responsibilities. That's why patience is so rare nowadays. People are overwhelmed, and you can tell too. There's a lot going on. Everybody's irritated. Everybody is on defense mode. Everybody is one inconvenience away from some type of motivational breakdown at a Chick-fil-A drive-thru. But here's the reality that really gets a lot of people. What if healing isn't becoming somebody new? What if healing is finally becoming who you were before survival mode took over? That little kid. Before heartbreak really hardened you. Before trauma shaped you. Before the world convinced you that you had to perform to deserve love. That's why growth is painful sometimes. You're not just building, you're getting rid of trauma. You're unlearning. You're unlearning you. You're letting go of fear, ego, survival habits, emotional walls, fake versions of yourself. And that's deeper than any motivational speech somebody can give you. That's real reconstruction. And maybe that's why the real growth, sometimes it feels lonely, you know? Because the old version of yourself, you had more company. But sometimes misery likes to keep company. This has been another episode of Game and Growth. Not just conversations, but reflections. And if this episode hit you anywhere, you're not alone. Just share it with somebody. And lastly, remember, the strongest people in the world are not always the loudest. Okay? Sometimes they're just the people quietly trying to become themselves again.